Kneel. Before your queen.
I don't think so. It's not possible.
Darling, you have no idea what's possible.
Ooh, well, that was Chris Hemsworth back as the Crown Prince of Asgard in Thor Ragnarok, which hits theaters today. And for more on this and other new releases, of course, we're going to bring in film critic Richard Krause. Richard, I'm so excited about this.
You like Thor.
Oh, yep, Chris Hemsworth, the boyfriend, and everyone's favorite green giant.
Yep, yeah.
The Hulk.
And you know what? This movie is a lot of fun. It's directed by a guy called Taika Waititi, and Taika Waititi is a New Zealand filmmaker. You may know television shows like Flight of the Conchords. You might have seen What We Do in the Shadows. He's made a number of smaller movies and some TV. He's a big star in New Zealand. Over here, not as much. This is his first big Hollywood movie, and what he's done is bring his very unique sensibility to it. So this is the first Marvel movie that I would say is a comedy first and an action movie second. The humor is upfront. It is the thing that I think people will walk away talking about because we've seen this kind of action a lot of times before.
Right.
We're used to seeing a lot of this, and there's some very cool stuff. We're seeing Cate Blanchett as Hela, the goddess of death, that war. She is the person that Thor has to do war against to save a planet. But we've seen these save the planet scenarios before over and over again. What they've done here and what Taika Waititi has done so well here is reinvent this. He's humanized the characters. He has brought the idea that a Norse god jumping from planet to planet, saving the universe, is an inherently ridiculous idea. So why not have fun with it?
Right.
And they do. And the Hulk is wicked in this. It's a great deal of fun. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars.
4 stars. That's great news. You know, and you're right. A lot of people really liked Iron Man and Captain America. Seeing that relationship between them. So it'll be cool to see this relationship between Thor and Hulk. Okay, so the bad moms are back.
The bad moms are back, and you know, any movie with the word bad in the title is just asking for it. And so last year, 2016, we saw a movie called Bad Moms. It was Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, and the amazingly talented Catherine Hahn. And they played 3 young moms who were just tired of this idea that they had to be perfect all the time. Hated it. And they rebelled, and it was a fun, vulgar little romp. Less than a year later, here we are with Bad Moms Christmas, a Bad Moms Christmas, and it's the same problem. They're tired of the ideas of perfection that are being foisted upon them around the holidays. Complicating matters are their moms who show up. So the bad moms show up, and they're played by Christine Baranski, Cheryl Hines, and Susan Sarandon. So you've got very high-level talent working on this movie. It's too bad that they just can't wring any laughs out of this lump of coal, because it is drier than Aunt Ethel's turkey, Christmas turkey. It is a movie that just doesn't work almost from the opening minutes. Christine Baranski manages to wring whatever humor she can out of this script, but there's not much going on here. I just gave it 1 out of 5 stars.
Ooh, okay, moving along quickly then to the next one, The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
The weirdest movie of the week, probably the month, and maybe even the year. This is Colin Farrell and Nicole Kidman. Colin Farrell is a surgeon. He's mentoring a young man, young teenage man, 18, 19 years old. He has 2 kids. He's married to Nicole Kidman. And then strange things start to happen to his family. They fall ill inexplicably. And he has to figure out why. And it turns out that this young boy may have superpowers or something. He's the one that is causing the illness. And Colin Farrell's character is put in the situation of having to make a very, very difficult choice. This movie, I want to say, will not be for everybody. I was actually angry while I was watching this movie for most of the time that I was watching it. And I was angry because it's depraved and it's cruel, and it doesn't give you any hints as to why the people are speaking in such a weird, stilted fashion or behaving in these kind of awkward, stilted ways. But I have to tell you, I saw this in August, just before the Toronto International Film Festival, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since.
And
so I gave it 4 out of 5
4?
stars,
Wow.
only because I can't stop thinking about it. But keep in mind, it is not for everybody.
Okay, with that disclaimer, we just have 30 seconds for the last one. Novitiate.
Novitiate
and
is-
it's about a nun, not really like The Sound of Music, though.
Well, no, not like The Sound of Music. This is about a young woman who, from a very young age, knows that she wants to become a nun. She goes to Catholic school. She goes through the process up to being a novitiate, which is the step just before you become a nun. And then the Vatican brings in the new rules, Vatican II. And it changes everything. And it sort of rocks her faith a little bit. And she has to really figure out, is this the life that I want? Great performances here. The movie's a bit dry. It is a bit dry, but the movie acting that you're seeing on screen here is superior. So I give it 2.5 out of 5.
2.5 out of 5. You know what? I'm really glad about that 4 stars for Thor.
Yeah, you'll like it.
All right. Richard Krause, film critic. He's never wrong. Thanks so much.
Thanks.